Shelby Township Parks and Recreation in the news. I'm Joe Youngblood. With me today is Mike Adams from the Parks and Recreation Department. Mike, just recently we had the Mommy Sundance at Cherry Creek Golf Course. Wonderful evening. We had another sellout crowd. And
close to sellout.
Close to sellout.
Yes.
And I saw from the video that we're going to see here in a minute what a wonderful time they had at Cherry Creek. Can you tell us a little bit more about the night?
Yeah, it was the first year that we moved it. Typically, the mother-son's been in May for probably as long as you've been here.
Sure, over 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
We moved it to March. People have a lot of things going on in May. A lot of soccer starting up in baseball, so we moved it to March.
Worked out
and,
well.
it has worked out well. It's our highest attendance in 4 years at
That's
the Mother
great.
Sundance.
That is
And
great.
as you'll see from the video, everyone had a great time. The kids weren't allowed to run on the golf course this time. I know they like to do that.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of snow out there, so.
Exactly.
Yep.
Well, let's take a look at some of the wonderful footage that we have from the Shelby Cable Department. As you can see from the wonderful footage, the boys and moms had a wonderful time. And Mike, the difference I think from the Mommy Sundance to the Daddy-Daughter dance is keeping those boys contained on that dance floor. They sure have a great time,
That's not an easy job to do for sure by me or the DJ, but yeah, they definitely enjoy themselves, and if you want to call that dancing, but they definitely have a good time out there.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, there you have it for the Mother and Son Dance 2014. If you're interested for next year, give us a call at Parks and Rec, 731-0300. And this takes place once again in April 2015. Put it on your calendar because it will be at Cherry Creek again. Sticking with events at this time, we have the Easter Bunny Lunch and Easter Egg Scramble coming up. Shelby Township, give us a call at 731-0300 for more information on this yearly event. And the scramble is held at Riverbends Park, rain/snow. We will be out there. Also, Mike, we have coming up, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but the weather is starting to break, and coming up in June, we have the annual fishing derby held at the lake. And if you have any questions on this one, once again, give us a call at Parks and Rec. We'd like to thank some sponsors for that one. We have Kirk Huth Lang and Battle Mente, and also the Detroit area Steelheaders, and one of our special sponsors, Dr. Ban Barbette, who has sponsored many events for us. Mike, the annual fishing derby, this has become a yearly family event for many different families. Mm-hmm. The attendance seems to be increasing in the last few years, which is wonderful. Some nice little games for the kids, and also the amount of fish in that lake's amazing. Yeah,
it really is. We've been always stocking it, but I think stocking with some of the bigger fish like the bass and pike, the kids enjoy catching those more. So I think the lure, no pun intended, the kids coming out and catching a 4-pound, 6-pound, or we even heard there's been a 12-pound catfish caught out of there. You know, it's a little bit nicer than catching a 4-inch bluegill or something like that. So I really think they like it. And plus this year, I do want to tell everyone that we did move it back 1 hour, so it starts at 10 o'clock. So Grandma and Grandpa don't have to get up super early, and parents don't have to get up super early to get there. Now it starts at 10 instead of 9.
Well, the early bird gets the worm, as they say.
Sometimes, yes.
So you want to be there right at 10 for that.
Yeah, if you get there early, obviously you have your choice of fishing spots, and people have come every single year. I think we've held this with their kids and their grandkids, and they have their favorite spot picked out already. So they get there early for sure. Yeah, that's right. Now, Mike, what's the biggest fish that you've seen reeled in at the lake on Shelby Township grounds? Well, we have been stocking a lot of largemouth, heavy largemouth lately, but I think it was actually the second year that I did the fishing derby. I seen an 8-pound pike caught out of there. Oh, it was like a 12-year-old girl that caught it. Really? And there we've got some hammer handle pikes that come out, 2-3 pounds, but the bass are starting to get bigger, and a lot of people are catching 3.5 pound largemouths out of there. Wonderful. Yeah. Well, let's hope for a beautiful day and that is Saturday, June 7th at Heritage Garden Lake. So hope to see everyone there. Once again, knock on wood, and when I'm hoping for that nice weather. But Mike, that first Saturday in June, well, June 7th, June 6th every year, usually a beautiful day. Yeah, it's a good time of year to have it. Not too cold, not too hot. Like some of our Summer Olympics always seem to be 95 degrees in July, but this is just always we've gotten lucky. I think it's rained one time the past 6 or 7 years, and it's always nice in there. A little chilly in the morning, but
Sure.
another reason to move it back to 10 o'clock. But it's a beautiful day in June for sure.
Very good. There you have it, the 28th Annual Youth Fishing Derby at Heritage Garden Lake. Hope to see everyone there. At this time, I'd like to go through the 2014 Summer Concert Series. The first one will be Wednesday, July 9th, and it is the Square Pegs. This one is coming back after a huge, and I mean huge crowd last year, probably one of the largest we've ever had at the Shelby Township Municipal Grounds, and the demand for Square Pegs. So they will be back once again, Wednesday, July 9th. And following the Square Pegs will be the Marley Reedaville Band, and this will be Wednesday, July 16th at 7 o'clock p.m. on the Township grounds. And the last group that we have is very special and new to Shelby Township, Justine Blazer. She's driving or flying all the way up from Nashville, and she is a Nashville recording artist. So that's Wednesday, July 30th, Justine Blazer, Country Rock. So hope to see everyone there. This is something new, and to actually get a country singer right out of Nashville, we're very excited about this. Mike, I know you bring the family up there for some of the concert series, very laid-back atmosphere, nice free program due to the sponsors that we have, and we thank all of our sponsors. You can't have a better night. Wednesdays in the park, right on the township grounds. Yeah, it is a beautiful area with the trees. Yeah. Everyone just seems to love that area. And I couldn't make the Square Pegs last year. I had a prior event I had to do, but we drove by, and I've never seen it so busy out there. Right. So many people, and it's great. They have a nice following. They do. I see why. They do. It was a great night, and definitely a lot of people showed up for that one. Very good. And also for your calendar, following the summer concert series is the annual Kids Day on Wednesday, July 23rd. Give us a call at 731-0300 for any more information on the Kids Day programs. Mike, we also have the Kids Summer Olympics on Saturday, July 12th. And once again, we have the people mark their calendar for that. Give us a call, check the website. Great program. We've been running this since 1996 when the Olympics were held down at Atlanta. And we kind of jumped on the bandwagon then. It's just a nice, fun day for the kids and kind of get them a feel for the Olympics where you have hurdles and 40-yard dash, disc toss, and so on and so forth. So that's Saturday, July 12th. We'll have more information as we get closer for the annual Kids Day. Mike, weather is breaking here in Shelby Township. The baseball fields are starting to dry out a little bit. First, let's start with the adult softball because since you coordinate the softball league for us, it's one of the most popular and busiest adult softball leagues in Southeast Michigan, and thanks to you for organizing that. Thanks to Mike Markath and the grounds crew for having the fields in tip-top shape. We've had a long winter, so we know the fields are going to take a little time to get going here. But tell us a little bit about the adult softball league. Well, we're planning on starting late April, last week in April on that Monday. We're going to be around 55 to 60 teams this summer, so one of our largest ever. Just for the adult softball alone. Just for this session of adult softball. We'll almost duplicate that again in July. The second season. For second season. But some of the same leagues. All our men's leagues filled up on the first day of open registration. Okay. And our co-ed has seen a little spike. And our women's league is almost where we were last year, which was our record high for women's teams. So adult softball is thriving and alive in Shelby Township. That's wonderful. So there you have it from Mike Adams, the Sports Insider. If you're looking for any type of adult softball, check out our website or give us a call at 731-0300. Right after these messages, we'll be back with the very energetic Carrie Crozier.
Special thanks to Larry Davis Capital Management for sponsoring one of our Shelby Township Little League teams. The picnic shelters at Riverbends Park are available for rent starting January 9th, 2012. Reservations for the Bittersweet, Hickory Grove, and Maple View shelter will be accepted for groups for the months of May through September. For available dates, please contact Shelby Township Parks and Recreation Department at 586-731-0300. Amenities include a number of picnic tables, 8 grills scattered throughout the main park area, playscape and disc golf course, horseshoe pits, and volleyball nets. For more information and residential and non-residential fees, please call the Shelby Township Parks and Recreation Department at 586-731-0300.
Hello and welcome back to Shelby Township Parks and Recreation in the News. At this time, we'll be going over the Burgess Shadbush Nature Center segment with our very own Carrie Crozier. Carrie, thanks for being on the show today.
It's all good to be here, Joe.
Carrie, we always have a lot of exciting things going on at the Nature Center, whether inside the building, outside the building. Well, spring is finally breaking here, so we're going to have some outdoor activities coming up here soon. Why don't you give us a little bit of an update? What's going on at the Nature Center?
Okay, I'd like to talk about a couple of past programs we've had recently, and that's the Exotic Animal Day. We had a great time. We had a lot of unique, different animals. Check us out on Facebook. You'll see a few of those animals. We also had our past Easter programs, both the Easter egg scramble at 22 Mile Road that the Parks and Recreation Department puts on. Well attended, kids had a ball. And also we have they had the Egg Sighting program at the Nature Center, which was also well attended, and it's all about the kids. It's all about fun, all about the kids.
Now that egg sighting program, we know it's coming up. Call the Nature Center for more information. That's just, the whole layout there is wonderful, and Joe Burgess does a great job with that, as well as your whole staff over there.
Well, it's something that all of us at the Nature Center are very passionate about, is making it fun for kids. Yeah. Whether it's just plain fun or whether it's education, and you're slipping that fun in on them. You know, it's all about the kids having a good time, learning, but fun. If it's not fun, they're not going to be there.
Yeah, definitely.
We do have a couple upcoming programs that I want to put on people's radar, and one is our Heron Festival. We had great attendance last year with our first one, and we're doing it again this year. It is on May 10th. It is from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m., $2, age 4 and up. Some of the basic things we'll be having that day is a wagon ride in between the various stations we'll be doing, pond dipping. We'll be doing observation overlooks of the actual heron nest we have.
Nice.
And there's a good chance we'll be seeing some young heads popping up and adults flying in, feeding the young, etc. We have a gentleman that will be putting up some mist nets. For those of you who don't know, those are nets put in strategic areas to safely catch songbirds. And he'll actually bring these songbirds back to the individuals and actually show them these songbirds real close upright. Some of the kids will get lucky to put them in their hand and actually get them to fly away.
No kidding.
Kind of cool.
What a wonderful event this event is. I mean,
exactly.
People love it.
Well, and it's a good way to get out in the parks and walk.
It is.
You know, to see what's happening, what ducks are showing up, you know, that are habitating the ponds at Holland Ponds, as well as the herons that are there. If the weather's right, temperature's up, turtles will be out, frogs will be creaking and croaking. So it's just coming alive, and it's a good time to be outdoors, you know?
Now, I noticed, Carrie, from going by Holland Ponds, if some of the people aren't sure where you're located, when you're heading on Ryan Road on the west side of Ryan, south of 23 Mile Road, take a look out to the west. And Carrie, I've been looking at that recently. There's more nests out there than we've ever had.
Absolutely.
And what do you attribute that to?
Well, a couple things, Joe. The heronry has moved multiple times due to storm damage, ice damage, because mostly heron trees are over wetland, not very stable areas. And the trees, for one reason or other, either they drown and die, or unfortunately, kind of an ugly thing, the birds are fecal matter. It's highly acidic and it kills the trees. But the trees aren't long lived.
Sure.
Our heronry has moved 3 times. And right now, it's actually gone back to an area that is higher and drier and closer to the river, the bulk of our heronry. There's still a few up front.
So that's good to hear.
Absolutely.
For the heron lovers, that, well, first of all, there's more nests than we've ever had. Second of all, they're in higher and drier ground.
Yes.
To protect the good, solid trees.
And minimal impact from humans. And in our area, fortunately, even where they are now, you know, the front heronry, it's minimal impact. You know, I know there's a pathway going to be going through there, but it goes way around them. And the experts we've talked to says it should be 0 impact on the herons. But for the better part, the heron is farther than the river, less impact, higher trees.
That's a good point.
The
They're
numbers,
further south than they've ever been.
Exactly, and the numbers have increased. This is the highest number of nests we've ever had.
Now, Carrie,
so it's growing. Good news.
This is great news. Also, you mentioned about protecting the nests, and obviously it's close to a park, so you can have some traffic there. But there are some signs located down there.
Correct.
And those were put in recently over the last few years.
Correct.
And what are those signs designed for?
Well, the wading birds are federally protected. And in a lot of their colonies, their rookeries, their heronries, there's an impact zone that the feds want you to stay out of during their nesting season. Because if they do get disturbed, close contact, whatever, they won't re-nest. So it's designed to keep people out of their nesting area during that critical time when they're laying eggs, raising young till they're fledged and out of the nest. You mentioned earlier about why we have so many nests and why it keeps growing even with the storm damage that we occur, you know.
They sure must like that area, apparently.
Well, they're for multiple reasons, you know. It is a reclaimed area. The water is cleaned and filtrated in a plant. Yeah. It goes through a series of ponds as a natural aquifer on top after it's filtrated. But we have such a abundance of reptiles and amphibians, you know, that with all those herons there eating very well, we still have lots when we do our pond dippings and our wildlife counts and studies.
That's a great sign for the park, yeah.
We have so many, and they get hit so hard, and we still have so many, everybody wins. The herons win, we win, the kids win. You know, it's a good circle.
That's wonderful.
It's an awesome circle, awesome circle.
Well, good. If you have any more, questions or need any more information, give a call at the Nature Center at 586-323-2478 on the Heron Rookery. Carrie, what else do we have coming up at the Nature Center?
Well, we have a Step Back in Time program in the spring where we used to have a bunch of our different types of artillery and stuff, and as well as pioneer living. This year we're basing it mostly on our pioneer living and things that you could undertake during a day in the life of a pioneer. We'll be taking walks to understand what are some of the natural resources that the pioneers would have used. We'll have demonstrations on blacksmithing, rope building, broom making, basket making, as well as the ladies in the cabin will give you demonstrations on what would go on during a normal day. You know, a lot going on that day. That's a free event.
Well, and if anyone hasn't been to the cabin, as Carrie had mentioned, I urge you to come on out and check out the cabin because, boy, you talk about seeing how people lived back in the day. I mean, it's all set up just how it was.
It was a hard life, and you used everything that was around you. That is a 2-day event, and it's a free event. That is May 17th and 18th, and on Saturday the 17th, it's 10 to 5. On Sunday the 18th, it's 11 to 5. Free event. If the weather's cooperative, we might even put in wagon rides, but that's yet to be determined. You know, but it's a great day to get out. We have the woods right by, the trails right by. Great time to be outdoors.
Well, we know back in the day, they didn't have Facebook back then.
Correct.
But check out Shelby Parks and Rec Facebook or the Nature Center's Facebook, and you have all these events posted on there.
Exactly. One thing I would like to mention is these past 2 years, our camp numbers have gone up, and we've been almost full or at capacity.
We get a lot of great feedback from these.
We get a lot, and the kids have a ball because it's so much hands-on. I urge everybody, if they're interested in putting their children in camp, to please call and check early because some are half full already. So put it on your radar. Check on our camps if you're interested in going to the camps. I know you and Mr. Adams mentioned earlier about Kids Day.
Yes.
What a great time it is.
Yeah.
We moved it up.
Sure.
So it's not so hectic during our art fair week.
Yeah, because it used to be in August.
Correct. This year it's July 23rd. So, you know, a lot of people attend that. We would not want them to miss it thinking it's coming up when it's already gone over. So I also check that on the Township's Facebook and website. And by all means, come to Kids Day. It's a ball.
Good. Well, Carrie, we appreciate you being on the show. Full of energy. You can tell Carrie's love and passion for the nature and the park system. That's why Carrie is a great part of the team. Just if you have any questions, stop in and see Carrie at the Nature Center. Carrie's our park supervisor in charge of the Nature Center. So stop in, you'll see Carrie there, and if you have any questions, he'll show you around the Nature Center, inside the building, answer any questions you have. So Carrie, thanks again for being on.
Good being here, Joe.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching Shelby Township Parks and Recreation in the News. If you have any questions, give us a call, 731-0300. Please check out our Facebook or our website. And please remember, here at Shelby Parks and Rec, we create community through people, parks, and programs. Thanks for watching.